Good evening and welcome into Ursprung Gymnasium on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University, where tonight it's men's basketball action here in the Ohio Athletic Conference. You're watching, listening live on bwyellowjackets.com and OAC TV. I'm Cole McDaniel. Well, tonight the Yellow Jackets, a young team this year, they've had their struggles, and currently the Yellow Jackets, they come into this one against 18th ranked Mount Union, trying to pull off an upset here at home. The Yellow Jackets, though, 5-12 so far this year, 2-8 in the OAC Conference, and they're currently on a 2-game losing streak with losses at Heidelberg and Muskingum in the last 2 games. So, again, trying to get on the right track, but a tall task here tonight. And if the Yellow Jackets want a chance of pulling off the upset, Ray Ellington's going to have to be the hot hand. He's having a very impressive sophomore season, averaging almost 21 points per game, 20.9 to be exact. And A.J. Postello, the freshman down low on the low block, has been a standout this season as well, also pitching in 14 points per game. Well, Mount Union mentioned that they're ranked 18th in Division III across the country here right now, and they're a team that they have plenty of youth as depth on the roster, but they're led by a couple guys who are veterans, they're grad students or seniors, and those guys have this team performing quite well. I'll touch on them in just a few minutes, but the Purple Raiders have an overall record of 14-3, and they're at 7-3 in the Ohio Athletic Conference. And they themselves, they're looking to try to rebound after a loss. It was a close one, 81-76 on the road at Wilmington. So trying to find those winning ways once again, and a game that they should take tonight. As long as their guy, senior forward Christian Parker, who's averaging 19.1 points per game, as well as 8.2 rebounds per game, as long as he is a good night, he is actually in the top 100 watch list for the Bevo Francis Award, so something to pay attention to throughout the rest of this year. Colin Gurley, the grad guard out of Akron, played his high school basketball at Hoban. He's also pitching in 13.1 points per game for the Purple Raiders offensively. We have a all-gray jersey combination for the Yellow Jackets tonight, and all black for Mount Union. So a gray and black matchup on the court. And we're about to get tip underway here in just a few moments. It's going to be Christian Parker and A.J. Postello jumping. So the senior versus the freshman. And we'll touch on the starting lineups here in just a few moments. Tip is won by Parker and the Purple Raiders. Mount Union will be going from left to right on your screen. Gurley driving, and a block there from Jared Logan. Quick transition for the Yellow Jackets. Driving the baseline, kicking to Logan underneath, through contact, and he's fouled, and Jared Logan will go to the free throw line for 2 attempts, really getting this ball game started 20 seconds in. So with the quick whistle and the pause in the action, opportunity to talk about the starting lineups for both of these teams, as Jared Logan's first free throw is up and good. For the Yellow Jackets, in the backcourt, number 3, Titus Baskerville IV, as well as number 2, Landon Potofsky, and number 22, Ray Ellington. The 2 forwards for the Yellow Jackets, number 24, Jared Logan, who sunk both free throws there, and give the Yellow Jackets a 2-0 lead. And then also mention number 11, A.J. Postello. For Mount Union, the visitor starting lineup goes like this. In the backcourt, number 1, Corey Hudson, number 2, Colin Gurley, and number 13, Darrell Newsom. In the front court, mention number 22, Christian Parker, and alongside him is number 24, Caleb Lorich. Potofsky, kick to Baskerville. Another one of the freshmen that has had a good year so far on this youthful Yellow Jackets team. Ellington leaving his feet, trying to kick it to Postello underneath. It's tipped away, and a shot clock violation before that ball bounces out of bounds. Would have been last off of Mount Union, it appeared, but Horn and The light went off on the shot clock before that actually happened. So Mount Union now takes possession. Feed to Parker on the low block, and we're all tied up at 2-2. First points of the night for Parker. First points for the Purple Raiders. Feed inside to Pistello. Good matchup inside, able to back down and get the space in front of Newsom, and puts that one up and in for two. Freshman big with his first 2 points of the night. Newsom. Now with Parker. Parker backing down Logan. Right-handed hook and shaking his head there. He knows he has the size advantage over Jared Logan, and Jared Logan listed at 6'5" on the roster. Christian Parker listed at 6'6", but the height advantage just looks a little bit bigger than that for Parker. Definitely has the weight and the strength on the younger forward. So we're all tied up at 4-4. Corey Hudson passing half court. Stolen away by Baskerville. Baskerville turning on the Jets. Here's Logan driving and has that one stripped away. Hudson in transition to Parker and missed an easy one there. Parker not happy with himself. He felt like he should have made that easy one in transition, and currently still sitting with 4 points so far in the early stages of this one. 2.5 minutes played. But that's last off the Yellow Jackets, and there you have it. There's 6 points now for Parker. Ellington. Clears some space. Fadeaway jump shot, and the mid-range, nothing but net for Ellington. And Ellington was surrounded by a ton of talented guys in the backcourt last year for the Yellow Jackets. Now that it's really his team to offensively lead, he's really stepped into that position well. And we talked about the stats, but you've seen his offensive game really show up this year, which has been huge, despite it being a tough year for BW so far. Parker proving too much to deal with. 8 points, approaching double figures already. 3.5 minutes played in the opening half. Ellington wants it back, looking for a response. Step back, cleared some space. And Jared Logan's having a tough start right now, finding passes. He's had it stolen away twice and nearly again there. Out of bounds for inbound for the Yellow Jackets, right in front of the scores table. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Baskerville gonna have to make something happen. It's poked away. 1 second, gotta get it up. That's a tough one, and it does not catch the rim. Shot clock violation. Poor offensive set for BW, and Mount Union, they'll come the length of the floor. Here's Gurley. Screen set by Parker. Here's the help defense from Jared Logan. Parker's wide open. The corner three, short off the side of the rim. Chase for the rebound and picked up by Hudson. Second chance points now for Mount Union, and a wide open three for Darrell Newsom. Potopsky was caught in the middle. He had either a choice to take the ball or go to the player he was supposed to be guarding in the first place in the middle of the floor. He decided to go with his original player, and easy three there. Pistello not able to get a clean shot off. Still 11-6 now. Hudson driving. Feed down low. Gets blocked initially on the Lorich attempt, and the follow by Parker, and Parker is already in double figures with 10. Great start for the senior from Canton. The cut from Potopsky, the bounce pass from Baskerville, and that one is cut out. Another turnover for the Yellow Jackets, and Mount Union going to work with Gurley, and he gets the friendly bounce there And a timeout as Mount Union streaks out to a quick 15-6 lead here in Ursprung Gymnasium. We'll keep it here for this first timeout of the ball game, and a reminder that tonight's Yellow Jacket men's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket athletics. University Hospital's Drasinski Sports Medicine Institute, proud official healthcare provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes, as well as Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. You are listening to Yellow Jacket men's basketball on bwyellowjackets.com and OAC TV. Something of note in the Ohio Athletic Conference, and really such a competitive conference across so many sports. In men's basketball so far this year, John Carroll's really leading the way. Only one loss so far this year. They're 16-1. They're at third in the Division III, the D3Hoops.com men's top 25. Mentioned that Mount Union's at 18th and Marietta just outside looking in. They are receiving votes at this point. And those are the three teams currently that sit across the top of the Ohio Athletic Conference standings. Heidelberg right behind them in fourth. First touch of the night for Rob Watson III, who just checked into the ball game on the hook. Just a little bit strong, no good. Quickly in transition, banked in by Colin Gurley. 17-6 now, Purple Raiders. Madigan. Shot from Andrew Griffith. That one bounces high off of the back of the rim. Strong board by Caleb Lorich, and Colin Gurley going to bring it up the floor. Watson fighting on the low block with Parker. Watson more of a lean frame, has the height, but definitely not the mass there of Parker. Parker doing a good job on the low block, going to work and getting another bucket. Reynolds in for the first time tonight as well. Nearly has that one stolen away by the quick hands of Gurley. Madigan picks up his dribble, needs some help. Feed on the low block to Driscoll, who's cutting in right under the hoop. He tried to flip that one up behind him and not getting the friendly bounce there. Hudson, sophomore guard from Columbus. He's fouled on the drive. He'll go to the free throw line for two. Miles Reynolds picks up his first personal tonight. First team foul for the Yellow Jackets. Corey Hudson averaging 10.1 points per game. His first free throw is up and good. He's a 67% free throw shooter so far this season. Number 21, Dante Collier, checks in for the first time tonight, as well as number 0, Jaleel Graham. Second free throw up and good by Hudson. And he'll go to the bench, and checking in is Marcus Steele, the junior guard from Solon. 21-6. This experienced, talented Mount Union team off to a really hot start. Reynolds looking for a response, hits that three. Maybe that will give the Yellow Jackets a bit of momentum that they need to find a way to chip into this early deficit. 21-9. Graham driving, gets his right shoulder into the chest of Madigan, cleared out enough space for the shot, unable to get to go, but the follow for Mount Union, and it's 23-9. Reynolds to Driscoll. Driscoll picks up his dribble, feeds it to Reynolds. Now with Griffith. Driscoll, a deep two, and that one is perfect from Driscoll. Luke Driscoll, the senior guard from California. Spent some of the season starting for the team as of late, especially in conference play, has been coming off the bench, adds a defensive presence and experience with that group coming off the bench. Reynolds, as he's trying to drive, close to a clean block there for Christian Parker, but just caught enough of the hand that the officials hit him with the foul. Parker not too happy with that one, but Reynolds will go to the free throw line for their 2 attempts now. First free throw up and good for the sophomore guard. Played high school basketball at St. Ed's. Second free throw short off of the front of the rim, splitting the pair. Just over 11 minutes left in the first half here from Ursprung Gymnasium. Parker wants a three, and he buries the three. 15 points for Christian Parker. So far, the Yellow Jackets, 12 points. Parker by himself, 15. Watson picks up his dribble, finds Driscoll. Kick out to Griffith, pump fake. Feed to Rob Watson, and no good on that shot. Parker closing in. Rebound for the Purple Raiders, and now back the other way. Opportunity with a mismatch on the low block to go to Parker. Driscoll comes across for the double on the help defense. Nice move by Graham to clear out some space. And a friendly bounce off of the front of the rim. And Mount Union continues to extend their lead. Griffith to Reynolds. Reynolds driving, picking up his dribble out to Driscoll. Driscoll wants the two. And he gets that one to spin around the rim. And it is good, 28-14. Luke Driscoll, last 2 shots he's taken, knocked down both of them, providing a bit of a hot hand right now off the bench. Turnaround jumper, good response from the lefty Dante Collier. It's 30-14. Next dead ball, we'll see 2 substitutions for Mount Union. Feed inside, Rob Watson, and going to be a blocking foul, and he gets the shot to go. He'll step to the free throw line for the and one, and we'll see both of those changes as Christian Parker will get his first breather this evening. Darrell Newsom also goes to the bench. Checking in is number 12, Jonah McCartney, as well as number 20, Elijah Farrington. Caden Madigan, freshman guard from Wadsworth, will go to the bench for the Yellow Jackets, and checking back in is number 22, Ray Ellington. Free throws up and good for Watson. Converting on the three-point play. Watson now has 3 points so far tonight. McCartney. Bounce pass to Steele. No good on that shot. And body's hitting the floor on the attempt at the rebound. It's going to be a foul underneath against the Yellow Jackets. Called against number 21, Andrew Griffith. That's his first personal. And the second team foul against the Yellow Jackets this half. Graham, feed to Collier. 1v1 versus Ellington. Wanting to drive. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Kick to Steele for three, and Steele buries the three. Marcus Steele averages 4.9 points per game off the bench. That three Puts him in a position where he's already nearing his average. Turnaround jumper, no good for Watson. Purple Raiders, they want a 3 in transition. A quick one for Jaleel Graham and the freshman guard from Canton McKinley. He hits that one, so back-to-back triples for the visitors. And the bench and the crowd who traveled here to Berea, they're loving it right now. Up 19 points. Ellington, the runner, tough shot, and he gets it to go. Sophomore from Westlake showing off his offensive prowess. Another 3. This one an air ball. Sailed long for Graham. Put back attempt, no good. Watson secures the rebound. Griffith in transition, steps into that one. A settle there on the quick shot. Runner, high bounce off of the back of the rim. It really kicked straight down. Looked like Farrington was going to have an opportunity to get the rebound, put it back up and in. Instead, kicks off of him last, and the Yellow Jackets will take possession and make a few changes before inbounding the basketball. Number 12, Nick Timberlake, checks in for the first time tonight. AJ Postello back in. Feed to Watson, splitting through 2 defenders. Really tough shot there with Collier right in his face. Couldn't get to go, and in transition, there's a walk from Jaleel Graham. Seven minutes left to go in the first half. Feed to Watson, backing down on the low block, in the lane, gets a tough shot to go. Rob Watson III, the senior forward from Sagamore Hills, now has 5 points tonight. Graham has been an aggressor offensively here as of late. Had hit the 3, had taken a couple quick shots. You've seen his hustle flying up and down the floor, and he is not happy with that call. And the young freshman guard appears like, looked like he was potentially going to get hit with the technical, but instead the official just having a conversation here right now with Graham at the moment. Baskerville checks back in for the Yellow Jackets. Feed to Watson, up through the contact. Tight defense from Christian Parker, and Parker gets the rebound. Pushing the pace, high pass, and that's a tough one to try to control for Lorich. Manages to keep it in play. Whole starting lineup for the Purple Raiders back in the ball game. No good on that three-point attempt from Hudson. Ellington, feed to Postello. Trying to back down. The lefty, short on the hook, off the front of the rim. Rebound, Mount Union. Gurley wants a 3 in front of the BW bench and hits that one nothing but net. Pretty shot from the experienced guard. Now BW wants a 3 back the other way. No good. Ellington trying to keep it in play. Second chance effort. Going to result actually in a leak out for Mount Union. They wanted the 3 in transition. No good for Newsom. And gray jerseys come down with it. And Ellington thought about the shot quickly. Here's a 3. Catches the side of the rim. Kick out from Baskerville to Timberlake. That is 2 freshman guards from Stowe. connecting with each other there. Baskerville with the assist and Timberlake with the make. 39-24 and a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them and step aside. We'll be right back on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. Out of the timeout here on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV as Mount Union holds a lead on the road at Baldwin Wallace. Currently, well, the shooting numbers certainly going the way of the Purple Raiders. 57% from the field, 45% from three, and they've been perfect on their couple trips. Really the one trip they had to the free throw line so far. And really it's been Christian Parker who's been going to work and getting the job done offensively for his team. 15 points so far and a blocking foul right before he took that shot. So that's going to be a foul on the floor. But Mount Union continue to try to go back to the well of their star big. The entry to Parker on the low block. Turn around and he gets that to go. 17 points now for Christian Parker. Speed mismatch as Baskerville's up against Parker now. Costello on the low block. He gets the size mismatch against Corey Hudson, and the lefty gets that one to go. Mentioned the shooting numbers so far for Mount Union. The big killer for the Yellow Jackets, though, is how Mount Union's take advantage of their size and how they've crashed the glass. 18 total rebounds so far for Mount Union. Only 8 for BW. Make that 9 on the Costello rebound after the Parker miss. Tough to win basketball games when you've been doubled up on the boards. Hard foul as Jared Logan takes that one to the face. First personal against number 24, Caleb Lorich. And Jared Logan back at the free throw line for 2 attempts, where he started the game at as he made the first 2 free throws of the night. Second one a little bit strong off the back of the rim, splitting the pair. Hudson behind the back in the lane. Baskerville stays tight in defense and gets the hands up. Swats that one away out of bounds. Still going to be Purple Raiders basketball with 16 seconds on the shot clock. Drive down the baseline, feed inside. That's a tough pass for Newsom to be able to deal with it as it was behind him. Baskerville in transition, a Euro step, and no good on that shot. Mount Union comes down with the rebound, but then going to be a jump ball as it's tied up, and possession arrow pointing the way of the Yellow Jackets, so they're going to have another chance on this end of the floor. Ellington in the lane with the right hand, gets that one to go, and Ray Ellington has 6 points now. (41-29). Still BW find themselves in striking distance. Gurley trying to extend that lead though, and great answer by Colin Gurley. Step back 3, line drive, and just gets it to go. 44-29. Baskerville trying to split through 2 defenders That one's off the foot of Corey Hudson, kickball violation. And the Yellow Jackets, though, inbound right in front of the Purple Raiders bench. That last three for Colin Gurley gives him 10 points tonight, so 2 Purple Raiders in double figures. AJ Postello throws it down on the feed inside from Baskerville. Quite a few freshman players for BW from Stone Monroe Falls High School. And getting extended minutes and connecting there. Nice feed inside though. Lorich using his size. And the sophomore forward from Akron puts that one up and in for 2. Ellington responding back with a 3, a little bit strong. Postello, second chance points. Takes the contact from behind. Not a clean release, but the bank is open. And he'll go to the free throw line for the and 1 chance. Number 21, Dante Collier, checks in again for Mount Union. Free throws up and good for Postello, so capitalizing on the three-point play. And AJ Postello has had a really good year as a freshman, but from the line, it's been difficult, just shooting 45% from the charity stripe. Gurley wants a 3 again. Ellington tight on him, and there's only so much you can do when you're defending Colin Gurley. Since his freshman year, he's been making an impact at Mount Union, and everybody in the conference knows he can score with the best of them, proving it there. Ellington loses his footing. Baskerville, bodies on the floor. Baskerville coming away with it. Timberlake, wide open shot for 3. Rims in and out. Fighting for the rebound. Ellington, turnaround, gets it to go on the second chance points. Great follow on that second chance effort. 49-36. 40 seconds remaining in the half. Gurley driving, kick to the corner, another feed. Collier, pump fake. Create some separation, had a wide open jumper, and an air ball there. Sails out of play, and the shot clock will be off. Game clock, 27.2 seconds, so BW can hold for the final shot of the half. And if you're Mount Union, I think you'd have to expect what's probably coming your way, but if you're the Yellow Jackets, I think Ray Ellington's probably your best bet here if you can get him an open look. Instead, Timberlake left wide open, and he hits that 3. Forgot about Nick Timberlake on the near side of the floor. And a steal. Postello has to put it up. He's going to decide not to shoot it. And that does it for the first half. The Yellow Jackets, not a bad stint at the very end, hanging in there against the 18th ranked team in the country, 49-39. Well, it has been a fast-moving first half. It's felt like it's flown by. For everybody out there watching and listening on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV, want to, of course, thank you for tuning in. Don't go anywhere during half. Make sure you're tuned right back in for the second half here from Ursprung Gymnasium. For myself, Cole McDaniel, going to step aside for about the next 14 minutes. We'll come back, talk about some scoring updates around the conference, as well as stats from the first half. Be back with you soon. we're about a minute away from getting the second half underway here from Ursprung Gymnasium, where 18th ranked Mount Union holds a 49-39 lead over the Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets. You're watching live on BWYellowJackets.com and OAC TV. I'm Cole McDaniel. And before we get the second half underway, a couple updates around the conference and men's basketball action. At the half, Muskingum leads Marietta 31-29. A matchup between John Carroll and Heidelberg. At the half, all tied up, 40 all, which is very interesting. That's a good Heidelberg team, but that John Carroll team is third in the country. We'll see if the Student Princes can pull that one out. Wilmington and Capital leading 39-29. And then finally, Otterbein leading at the half 27-23 against Ohio Northern. As we're about to get the second half underway, the inbound going to be coming by way of Mount Union here on the near side of the floor. Quick update on stats at the half. Christian Parker leading the way with 17 points for Mount Union. Colin Gurley chipping in 13 as well. And there's a quick turnover for Mount Union, which certainly helps the Yellow Jackets as they try to cut this to a single-digit deficit. Would be the first time it'd be a single-digit deficit since very early in the first half. Ray Ellington leads the way offensively for BW with 8 points, approaching double figures. And he's looking to go to work, cutting through the lane, and that's a travel there. Ellington maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Had a brief moment where he probably could have taken a wide open three from the top of the three-point arc. Instead, driving and trying to do a little too much, and back-to-back turnovers, Mount Union and BW. There's a reach. Looks like it's probably going to go against Jared Logan. His second personal foul, first team foul of the half for BW. Here's the feed to Parker, cutting through two defenders. The help defense coming across from Timberlake. Excuse me, it was Potopsky. Potopsky coming across, and he'll be the one hit with the foul. Christian Parker steps to the free throw line for the and one chance. Hits that and give him 20 points now tonight, surpassing his average of just over 19 points per game. Potopsky, really tight defense from Colin Gurley, picking up his dribble. Kick out to Logan. Baskerville open in the corner. Gets a man in the air, and the open corner three, no good for the freshman guard. Feed inside to Parker in transition, making it look easy. Up and in for two, 22 points now for Parker. Drive from Baskerville, and the big block. And it looked like that one may have caught the backboard. Official coming across from the far side of the floor. He said it did just catch. So a shot clock violation. Excuse me, not shot clock violation. A goaltend, excuse me.
Goaltending was called. Lucky is good by number 3, Titus Baskerville.
So 2 points for Baskerville. It was a good look from Baskerville on that drive to just blow by and try to get to the rim. Definitely one of the smallest players out there on the floor. A vision from Christian Parker to come across and help his teammates and get back. Really close to getting a clean block there. Rose up and just smacked that one off of the backboard. It just caught the glass, and the officials now sorting some things out with the clock. Discussion with Coach Tom Heil and his staff over in front of the BW bench, and now going over and having the talk with Mike Fueline. Everything sorted out. We're good to go. Back in play 18 and a half minutes left to go in the second half. Mount Union 54, BW 41. Newsom from the middle of the floor. Lorich for three. 57-41. Logan wants a response for three. That one off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound from Hudson. Right behind the back move to get out of the backcourt, and then Newsom not paying attention to his heel, just on the line, so a turnover. And the Yellow Jackets make a change as Logan goes to the bench and Griffith checks in. Baskerville to Griffith. Feed to Pistello. Hedging was Parker. Baskerville spinning, looking for some room, driving, scooping that one up, and it's just altered enough that it can't get there to the rim. And we have a double dribble. Traveling violation called in the backcourt. Corey Hudson is dumbfounded right now. Couldn't believe what he was called for there in the backcourt. And shrug of the shoulder there from Mike Fueline as well, as he's confused. Timberlake's back in. Pistello trying to find his high school teammate Timberlake. And that one deflects out of play. So still Yellow Jackets basketball. 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Pistello, quick three, low line drive. Didn't have a chance to get in there at all. Off the side of the rim, and rebound for Mount Union. Gurley. Feed inside to Lorich. Lorich backing down. Certainly has the size advantage over Griffith. No good on the first attempt. The follow, and a little bit wild on that shot. Baskerville in transition for three. Off the back of the rim, strong. And rebound by Hudson. Poked away by Baskerville. Hudson's able to keep it. Parker for three. And Parker is a hot hand tonight. Christian Parker, 25 points, 16 and a half minutes remaining in the second half. Baskerville gets trapped and has to jump up and throw that off of the leg of Parker, so still Yellow Jackets basketball. Timberlake for three. In and out. Looked like it was halfway down. It's not the friendly roll. Newsom. Here's the three for Lorich. Short off of the front of the rim. Pistello battling with Parker for the rebound. Leak out. Griffith in transition. Griffith able to lay that one up and in for two. Nice leak out and a great find quickly from Pistello after that board. Feed to Gurley. 5 seconds. Gurley has to go to work. Just uses his size and the weight advantage he has over Baskerville. Backs him down and gets a clean look. 62-43. Ellington. Jab step. Goes to his left. Here's the double. Quick hands from Hudson. And Coach Tom Heil not happy with that call. Felt like that was last off of the hand of Hudson, trying to steal that one away from Ellington. Instead, it's going to be Mount Union basketball and an opportunity for some changes. Jaleel Graham back in, as well as Dante Collier. For the visitors, 15 minutes left to go in the second half. Next dead ball, we'll see Reynolds and Driscoll checking in for the Yellow Jackets. That three no good. Rebound, Costello. Costello nearing double figures. He has 9 points. The cut, the bounce pass to him, and Costello's fouled as he drives towards the hoop. Fouls on the floor, not quite in the shooting motion yet, as Costello couldn't quite get a clean catch and gather on that basketball. Ellington and Baskerville go to the bench. Driscoll will be the one inbounding underneath the hoop. Reynolds picks up his dribble. Griffith for three. Low line drive, no good. Costello trying to tip that one back up and in, and no good. Darrell Newsom with the board. Graham, cross-court pass to Hudson. Beautiful feed. Dante Collier left all alone underneath the basket, and he throws that one down. Reynolds driving the baseline. Quick response for two for BW. 64-45. From the corner, Newsom, a little bit strong. Collier with the rebound. But the reason why he had so much room is he extended those arms and pushed the back of the Yellow Jacket in front of him. So Paul going against Collier, and BW, they'll come the length of the floor with the basketball. So, of course, as the men's game here is happening at Ursprung Gymnasium, down in Alliance is the women's matchup between these two schools. The Yellow Jackets at half, last update, are leading 29-24 over the Purple Raiders. Driscoll's fouled by Darrell Newsom. Going to be the third team foul against the Purple Raiders. First personal against Newsom. Rob Watson III driving, using his length through the contact, up and in, and a three-point chance upcoming. Rob Watson doing a good job tonight. Few times he's been able to finish through the contact. First time he stepped to the free throw line tonight was trying to capitalize on the and one chance. He was able to knock down that free throw. This one up and good again. Eight points now for Rob Watson III. Drive. The runner, Graham, gets the friendly bounce for two. Newsom tight defense on Driscoll. Watson wants to go back to the well again, that time through the contact underneath the hoop. Caught the underside of the rim. Quick outlet to Graham. Thought about going 1v1, driving the baseline. Instead, has a speed mismatch against Rob Watson. Drives past him on the blow by. Up and in for two. Graham's a guy who's probably going to be pretty good for Mount Union for years to come. Just a freshman, and you see the offensive ability. Now back the other way, senior for the Yellow Jackets and Luke Driscoll. Nails that mid-range jumper for two. And we have a full timeout on the floor, 70-50. Purple Raiders lead. We'll keep it here for a quick moment, and a reminder that tonight's Yellow Jacket men's basketball game is being brought to you by the Oswald Company, risk and insurance leaders since 1893. Chuck Rotuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider, and Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. You are listening to Yellow Jacket men's basketball on bwyellowjackets.com and OAC TV. Mentioned earlier that A.J. Pistella is approaching double figures, currently with 9 points, 4 rebounds. Ray Ellington has 8 points, Rob Watson third, 8 points as well. That first half, Mount Union really controlled the glass. To this point, Mount Union has 21 defensive rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds, so 29 boards so far. Still just 17 for BW. Here's a feed inside. Parker loses the handle on that one and was able to get it right back, put up and in for another easy 2, and 27 points now for Parker. Timberlake. Out to Watson. And Timberlake just stepped on the out-of-bounds line here on the near side of the floor, and a couple changes for both squads. Ray Ellington back in for the Yellow Jackets. Marcus Steele bringing the ball up the floor. Steele driving, leaves his feet. That's a tough pass, put it behind Collier, and sometimes you get caught in no man's land when you leave your feet and make a late decision, but bailed out as that one was tipped off of the outstretched arm of a Yellow Jacket player, and still Purple Raiders basketball. Steele, Collier, back to Steele. Here's the entry to Parker. Parker going to work. Right hand hook, banks it in. 29 points now. Driscoll going to his right. Gets that mid-range jumper off. Quick transition for all the black jerseys back the other way. Kick to the corner, wide open for Graham. And Graham thought about taking the three, instead decided to put the ball on the floor and try to dribble, and his heel stepped out of bounds. And again, you have to be really cognizant of where you are, because if you step back, there's a good chance in that narrow part of the floor from the corner three, you might step out. We've seen it a few times here tonight. Good spin through the lane for Ellington. Ellington now in double figures with 10. Ten minutes left to go in this game tonight. Feed to Parker. Looking for 30. Drawing the contact from Pistello. And Parker will go to the free throw line for 2 attempts. Only 3 free throw attempts so far for Mount Union as a team tonight, but perfect from the line. Parker has now hit 30 points this evening. Chance to make it 31. Rob Watson III will take a seat. Griffith back in. In and out, so splitting the pair after missing the second attempt. Ellington posting up. Driscoll driving, baseline, mid-range jumper. He gets that to go. Driscoll has an unconventional shooting stroke. I know I've said it before in prior games, but he is good from mid-range. Also a really nice defensive presence out there on the floor, but tough to deal with the speed of Graham. Put back there for Parker. Couldn't get a clean handle on that basketball. Here's Driscoll. Finds Reynolds for three. Strong off the back of the rim. Reynolds nearly gets to the board there. Steele comes away with it. Pushing the pace. Further corner three. No good for McCartney, but the putback for Christian Parker. Step back, Collier for three. Lefty gets that one to go. 80 points for Mount Union. Really pulling away from BW here in the second half. Reynolds, good feed to Griffith. Up and in for two. Griffith now has 4 points tonight. Next dead ball, we'll see a few changes for both squads. Really nice entry to Parker on the low block. Costello doing just enough to make things difficult for Christian Parker. Felt like an easy one that he probably should have put up and in, but can't fault Parker. He's had a great night, 32 points so far, and we'll see if he comes back in this one or if that ends his night with 8 minutes left to go. Certainly a guy that you don't want to risk any sort of an injury, and this one's really all but over, but excellent performance from number 22. Costello backing down, wants to get to the left hand. Tough shot, banks it in. AJ Costello now in double figures with 11. McCartney driving with the right hand, and he's fouled. Call going to go against Miles Reynolds. Jonah McCartney, the senior guard from North Canton. McCartney is a 50% free throw shooter so far this year. Only been to the line for a total of 6 shots. First one's up and good. And he hits the second one as well. So perfect on that trip to the line, 82-58. And that foul going against the Yellow Jackets now gives them 14 fouls. Mount Union also has 14 fouls this half. Costello has some room. Steele switching well defensively. Ellington step back from the corner. No good. Rebound by Graham. He wants to push the pace. McCartney to his left. McCartney, the drive. Up and under, no good. The follow for Farrington, no good. Then blocked. And somehow Mount Union not coming away with a bucket there. Careless pass in transition. Black jerseys back the other way. 3v1 and a lay-in for Steele. Baskerville, cross-court pass to Reynolds. Reynolds wants the three, and that one's strong. Costello, second chance points. Turnaround, no good with the left hand. Purple Raiders slowing it down here on this offensive possession. Really not afraid to push the pace, but opportunity to drain clock right now. And just poor defense. That was easy on the lay-in. Driving to the hoop for Steele for two. Just splitting through two defenders, and we're we're going to have a timeout. Full timeout called by Coach Tom Heil on the Yellow Jackets. We'll keep it here during this timeout as a reminder that tonight's Yellow Jacket men's basketball game is being brought to you by Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Mike's Bar and Grill in downtown Berea, a great place before or after any Yellow Jacket event. And Antonio's Pizzeria of Middleburg Heights, the official pizza sponsor of Yellow Jacket Athletics. You are listening to Yellow Jacket men's basketball on bwyellowjackets.com and OAC TV. We'll be right back after the timeout. We're back following the timeout. You're on bwyellowjackets.com and OAC TV. 18th ranked Mount Union leading 86-58. Yellow Jackets inbounding here from the near side. Caden Madigan checking into the game. First action since the first half for Madigan. Timberlake also checked back in. Rob Watson the third as well. Good spin to clear out some space inside. Getting by Elijah Farrington. Some valuable minutes from Rob Watson the third off the bench tonight. He's in double figures now with 10. Feed from Michael Scariotis. His first action tonight over to Graham. Graham just misses that three-point shot. Driscoll, really nice spin to clear out space, driving through the lane. Goes wrong hand with the right instead of the left as he tried to scoop that one underneath the outstretched arm of the defender, and no good on the shot. Under 5 left to go in the game. Jumper for 2. Sweet looking jumper from Marcus Steele. Rob Watson the third. Just a really interesting shooting stroke. Really pulls that basketball really far back before he gets to his release. Missed on that shot, then back the other way. Great drive through the lane. And the feed on the low block to Farrington, up and in for the easy 2. Timberlake for 3. Timberlake hits the 3. Nick Timberlake, the freshman guard from Stowe, showing some good things off the bench offensively. Some potential for the young guard. He now has 9 tonight. Scariotis fouled on the way up. Got Andrew Griffith biting there on the pump fake and left his feet. Able to lean into that one and draw the foul, and now Michael Scariotis at the line for 2. Junior guard from North Canton. Went to high school at Massillon Jackson. Quite a few substitutions for Mount Union. Easton Shanholtz checking in for the first time tonight, as does number 30, Xander Sabin. Also in number 32, Carter Hipp. For the Yellow Jackets, Caden Hudak getting his first action tonight. Freshman guard from Medina. Timberlake for three again. Leg kick there. He's running to his right from the corner. Drains that three, and Timberlake, hot hand from three, 12 points tonight. Traveling call against Mount Union. Turnover means it's Yellow Jackets basketball. Under 3 left to go in the game. Quick updates around the conference. Men's basketball scores in the second half, about midway through the second half right now. Muskingum still leading 52-49, close ball game at home against Marietta. As for that really close ball game between John Carroll and Heidelberg, Heidelberg sticking with the Blue Streaks, 59-57. So the Student Princes only down 2, 8 minutes left to go in that game. There's a drive and scooped up and in from Scariotis. Nicely played. Ankle breaker on the way to the hoop. Back to some of these score updates as Hudak draws the contact. He'll go to the free throw line for 2. Capital leading 46-42 over Wilmington. And the last scoring update, Otterbein leading 47-33 against Ohio Northern. Hudak's first free throw up and no good. Got that one short off at the front of the rim. That time aiming towards the back of the rim and a little bit strong. No good, 0 for 2 on that trip at the line. Two minutes left to go. Feed inside. Shan Holtz through the contact, nearly got to go, and bench was going to go crazy if he put that one up and in. Freshman forward from Romney, West Virginia, at the free throw line for 2 shots now. First free throw up and good for Shan Holtz. Had played in 2 games so far this year. This is his third game that he gets some action. This is his first trip to the free throw line. And his first bucket here this season, which means for a freshman, his first points of his career for the Purple Raiders. Timberlake wants a 3. Timberlake has been feeling it, but unable to get that one to go. A lot of space on that 2. Good hit from Jared Young. The grad student from Twinsburg had all the time in the world. Nearly 100 points now for Mount Union, 98-66. Next trip down the floor, they have a chance to break the 100 mark. Number 14, Avery Young, freshman from Sheffield Village. And for the first time tonight, Hudak kick to the corner. Young wants it for 3, short off of front of the rim there. Rebounded by the Purple Raiders. 1 minute remaining in the ball game. Feed inside, and it's going to be a foul as Easton Shanholtz had a major mismatch. Size advantage down low, and Yellow Jackets certainly playing with a smaller lineup, trying to get a lot of bodies out there on the floor. Some guys getting some action typically don't see much time throughout the year. Avery Young was hit with the personal foul, and first free throw up and good for Shanholtz. Opportunity for 100 here. Perfect on the trip to the line again. And we're under a minute remaining, 100-66. Really nice feed there from Madigan. No look, was looking to his left. Found his teammate underneath the basket. Number 10, Max Dickinson for 2. 20-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Step through. No good. The foul for Shanholtz and tipped out of play. Last off of Mount Union. So 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They're going to be stolen away by number 30, Xander Sabin, and going to be able to just dribble this thing out. And there you have it. 18th ranked Mount Union comes to Berea, and they find winning ways once again. Last time out, they had lost to Wilmington in a close ball game. And this is exactly what the Purple Raiders needed, a commanding 100-68 victory. And Mount Union, their record now improves to 15-3, 8-3 in the OAC. For the Yellow Jackets, they fall to 5-13 and 2-9 in the OAC. Been a tough year, but next on the slate for the Yellow Jackets, as they try to get back on the right track, they'll be at home again on Saturday. So here at Ursprung Gymnasium, hosting Capital at 1 o'clock. I'll be back with you for that one as well here on bwyellowjackets.com and OAC TV. As for the visitors, on Saturday, Mount Union will also be back at home. They'll be hosting Ohio Northern in that one there. For myself, Cole McDaniel, I want to thank everybody for watching and listening on bwyellowjackets.com and OAC TV. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a good rest of your week.